card using, well, I'm not really using the Daffodil Daydream. I might just be using this piece, but I'm going to use the Special Moments piece stamp set for my sentiment. This comes out of the celebration brochure. It is free with a $100 order. So if you place a $100 order in my online store, you can choose this stamp set for free. And look at all those sentiments. I mean, there's just a ton. We've got some over here, some over here. How many are there? 21. So that's a pretty substantial stamp set that you can get for free. We are going to be using the Daffodil Dies and the Scalloped Contour Dies, excuse me. And we're going to be using this brand new paper that's part of the All Together collection that starts February 1st. And the paper is called, the All Together 6x6 Designer Series paper. So it is all black and white. Oh my gosh, I am just the biggest fan of black and white paper. I love it. And so I'm going to show you the patterns. So like these two are double-sided. So these are the two patterns on this piece here. And then we have these two here, stripes and kind of sunshines, I guess. This one we've got hearts and what looks kind of like some canvas circles, I guess, in a sense. Kind of fun. We've got this. So again, these are double-sided. So this is the back side of that one. I'm just going to kind of show them to you as doubles so it's easier to see them. We have these fun leaves and then this nice grid pattern here. These two. So it's a 48 sheet package. It is $11.50. And yeah, the patterns are super fun. We do have a few of the patterns that coordinate with the stamp set and the dies that are in the bundles, which are kind of fun, which of course would lend themselves to be colored with the brand new blends, which would be amazing. Then we have this fun leaf pattern and this, I love this diagonal stripe. I'm actually going to be using this one today. And then we have these. So awesome. I just love black and white so much. This would look awesome if you like used a blending brush and, you know, added some color, then it could be black and pink or black and blue, black and purple, black and whatever. This, you could color these leaves granny apple green. So fun. Another one of those hand pieces. And then this kind of, I don't know what this is. It looks like Morse code or something like that to me. So anyway, those are the patterns in the package. Again, it'll be available February 1st, still for celebration. So you could purchase the collection of stuff and get celebration rewards with that. All right, so let me bring out my pieces here. I've die cut myself some of the stems. And then I've decided to use these two patterns in the Designer Series paper, the diagonal stripe, and then this kind of reminds me of suns, like half suns. I don't know if that's what they're supposed to be. I don't know if there's a word for this design. I'm going to call it the half suns. So there you go. I also have a piece of white that I cropped with one of the Scallop Contours dies. I think it's the second largest one in the back there. And then I also have a bunch of these daffodils. And I'm going to show you how to put these together. So I cut everything out of Balmy Blue and Granny Apple Green. Okay. So first of all, what I want to do is show you the easy peasy assembly of these dies. So to make a regular daffodil, you need two of these, one of these, and one of these. And then to make the like single daffodil, you need this and this, these two things, and then these two again. And what's really awesome about these dies is you get two of these in the set, two of these, two of these, two of these. I think you only get one of these. Where is my set? Let's just pull it out and find out. I can't remember now, and I just did it today. Ugh, old people. Okay. So there's that. There's all the stems. So here's the two for this, and the two for that, and then one for those, and those, and these singles for that centerpiece. And yes, okay, it is just one, but you only need one of each to make the flower. So that's why there's only one of this particular these, and then there's two of these. So to make them, it really is easy. You can just throw like a half a sheet of cardstock, probably not even that much, onto your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, throw all the dies on, and you can then make what we're going to make right now. And then I did, whoops, die cut a bunch of different stems. You can see we have a stem that points to the left, one that points to the right, and then we have the extra leaves, same thing, one points to the left, one points to the right. So it just is a lot of fun pieces to help you make a lot of fun things. There's also 2 butterflies and a butterfly body and a little tiny flower. And then of course the dies that crop out the images in the stamp set. So you have a die for this and a die for this. And then this one of the dies does do that little butterfly. So it's a really, really interesting set. So to put these together, what I like to do, not all the time, but you could do different colors. So you could cut this in a color and this in a color. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to use one color, I can show you how to make another tone of that color. Okay. So I've taken all the overlay pieces and I've got a light balmy blue marker here, Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to color all of these pieces with this Stampin' Blend marker. And so what that's going to do is that's going to give me another shade of this card or the stock to add over the top of the ones that I've already got die cut up there. I've got all those pieces done now. So as you can see, now when I add this to, it's just a tiny bit darker. So there's just a little bit of contrast there. So it doesn't look exactly the same color. And I just find that to be really cool. And you can do that with lots of different colors, as long as you have, you know, the blend that matches or whatever. And I always forget how these go together. Oops, that's not it. It's this one right here. Nope, I'm wrong again. It's this one. Just keep turning them around until they fit, and then they'll eventually fit. Okay, so I'm just going to add all these pieces here. All my pieces put together, so we're going to put those aside over with our stems. And I guess I could show you. You can totally see there's just enough of a color variation that it doesn't look like it's the exact same color. So if you have blends, definitely try that. Definitely practice that. It's kind of a fun thing to do. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this striped piece, and I'm going to color this with my blends again. I am going to use the dark Granny Apple Green and the dark Balmy Blue, and I'm going to color like, well, I'll show you. I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to color, this one is going to be blue, that's going to be green, then white. So this is going to be blue, and we're going to go all the way down. Now these are the dark ones. So 1, 2, I don't want to get my count off and mess it all up. And then I did it with the light ones. And then you guys can see the difference of, you know, how the light blends look or if the dark blends look better. So we'll kind of take a vote after I'm done here. So now we're going to go the green, which is going to be right after the blue. I can already tell this is kind of dark. I'm going to prefer the light. I can tell you right now myself, but I decided to do both just in case. You know, you never know what something's going to look like till you actually do it. I kind of thought that I wouldn't like it as well, just because it is going to be so dark. There's the darks. So that's done with the dark Balmy Blue and the dark Granny Apple Green. And then I have one that I did with the light. I don't know how you guys feel, but I like the lighter one better than the darker one, because of course this is the flowers that we're going to be using with it, and I just feel like the lighter is just a little bit better. So I'm going to go with the light. So now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add my little strip here to the other side. And look at this. Look how cool that is. You could just do that and use this side for something, which I think I'm going to, because that looks pretty dang cool. This side looks pretty cool too. So you could totally do this on one side and then use the other side instead. So there you go. This one isn't quite as cool. So I mean, if you wanted to do the dark or the back side, I can't pick it up. I have no nails. Do the darks and then use the lights for the front. Okay. let's get some seal on this piece. And there we go. Oh my, that's going to need some fixing. All right, so right at the edge of my designer series paper. So my big piece of designer series paper is 4 by 5 1/4, and then my small piece is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. All right, there we have that. And actually, I've got a tiny. I think it's probably fine. Okay, so then this is going to go on the front like that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Where is my silicone mat? I just learned this little trick that when your seal gets to the point where, you know, you kind of, like I just did, I pulled a whole string off so then it wasn't going to roll for me very nicely the next time. If you run it on your silicone mat, then it starts it again really easily. So silicone mats are an amazing tool to have in your arsenal of crafting supplies, and I have like 4 of them, just because I use them all over the place. There we go. All right, and so this guy, this is where we're going to build our daffodils. So I'm going to bring in my stems here, pull them all out. So what have I done here? I've got this guy that goes that direction, this one that goes that direction, and then I think I have 2 or 3 each of these other leaves. So those are all the same, and then these are all the same. One of them's just a little shorter because my piece of paper was shorter, but I don't think I need the whole thing to be long. Anyway, okay, so how do I want to do this? I think I want to start out by having one of these kind of off to the side. So I'm just going to add a bit of glue here. And earlier in the show, somebody was talking about how their cutting plates leave marks on their dies. And you can see this one does have marks on the back of it, but it's the back, so I don't care. And I'm going to add this about like so. And then I'm going to bring in my little piece where I'm going to have a daffodil on it. And about, I think like that. Where's my daffodil? I want to make sure that I can, it's got to come down even a little farther than that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to have my daffodil there, so that should work. So I'm going to put these 2 together now. Again, just adding the glue to the middle. So there we have that. And then we're going to add another bit of glue, and we're going to add one of these to the top. And there we have one of our daffodils. And so we're going to set it on there. You know what? I feel like this needs to be, can I even move that still? I don't know. I don't think I can. So I'm just going to have to cover that up. I didn't really want to do that, but it is what it is. Okay, so we are going to stick that like so. Okay, so then I'm going to bring in one of these other pieces of grass that kind of go the other direction. And this is a shorty, so I'm going to use this one first. And we'll have a little shorty come up from here, like that. And then we're going to put this one on. So then I'm going to put this one over to the side here, like about so. You can see all these I'm going to have to cut off at the bottom, but it's not a big deal. Okay, and then maybe, I don't know, do I want this piece to come in? I think maybe I do. All right. And of course, daffodils aren't blue, but you know what? Who cares? We can do whatever we want, right? If we want our daffodil to be blue, it can be blue. If we want it to be purple, it can be purple. If we want it to be its real color, which I think is yellowy or something, it can be yellowy. So we can do whatever we want. All right, so then we're going to add this little thing to the back. You know, I don't think it really even takes that long to put these together, honestly. I don't, it's not bothering me at all. All right, so we'll stick that on. Oops, it stuck on my finger. Okay. And then I'm going to snip off some of these down here at the bottom. Actually, we may go somewhere. I wonder if I could actually We can try to mimic the scallop. This may or may not work. I didn't think this all the way through. This afternoon when I was designing the card, normally when I'm designing the card, I will just kind of like lay everything on it, you know, and see if I like how it looks, but I don't actually put the whole thing together. So I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to look. And that is not wanting to come off. Why not? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you giving me fits? So then this is going to go here. Then, before I forget, I wanted to bring in this sentiment stamp set, and I need to pick a sentiment that's going to kind of fit right down in here. And I don't know which one that's going to be. How about just a little high from me? That's perfect. Now I got to find it. Is it over here? No, I think it's got to be over here. What does it look like again? Just a little high from me. Okay. Oh, I think is it this one? Yes. Okay. Yay. Found it. Silicone matte. Now I need a block. And I am really hopeful, you guys. I have no insider information. It's just a hope that Stampin' Up! Is going to come out with blocks that have grids on them, because they used to sell these grids that I have on some of my blocks many years ago. They're like window clings, and I got addicted to using them, and I can't not now. So a lot of you ask me where I got them. Unfortunately, I got them from Stampin' Up! A number of years ago, and they're no longer available. And I'm sorry. I hate using things that you guys can't purchase. I know it's frustrating, but I can't work without them. So that's just how it's got to be. Okay, we're going to add this with dimensionals. So I'm going to use 5. And I have no nails, but these dimensional backings come off so easily. Okay, so I want this to be about like this. Wait, no, don't stick yet. It's kind of crooked. I think that's better. Okay, then I have some butterflies that I wanted to add on there, because why wouldn't a brass butterfly look amazing? It totally would. And then I also have some of this twine. And this is the Essentials, Baker's Twine Essentials pack, and I have some excess black here that I used for something else. And so I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to tie a bow, and then I thought I would maybe stick it. I don't know. That might be too much black, honestly. That might be overkill. Even if I stuck it down here, I think it's going to be, you know, I was actually going to stick it on there, but now that it's on there, I don't know as though I like it. Do you guys think I should do twine or no twine? Leave a comment. I don't know where I'd even put it, honestly. It's just, no. Yeah, Dolly says no twine. Anybody else have an opinion on that? I personally am thinking no twine. Yeah, I'm thinking no. I'm not liking that like I thought I was going to. So skip that. But we're going to go butterflies, because seriously, why wouldn't we? Okay. Where do we want a butterfly? I think we need a butterfly right here. I think we definitely need one there. I have one right here on my finger, so we're going to stick that on there. And maybe another one. Maybe like that. Maybe move this one down just a hair. Is it going to come off? Yes. Then I also have a layer for the inside, so I'm going to add this DSP to the inside of my card. Oh goodness, my DSP is not long enough. Hold on. The layer was very big. Oh, hello. Twine stuck on my seal. Okay, let's add this to the inside. And then I do have one more thing I wanted to do to the envelope, because there's that cool stamp in the set. We're going to try to stamp on this flap with this fun border. I don't know how it's going to work. I think I'm going to first try to go in the middle, and then if I get it in the middle, then we might go on either side of it, but no guarantees, because I don't know. I should have a bigger block. We'll see. Actually, I'm going to fold that up. Okay. And wow, that is amazing. I may just leave it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the two sides to line up. And so I don't think I'm going to. So there it is.